Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 188. I'm Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina.
What's up, dude?
What up?
Nothing. We're
We're
covering in
back.
snow.
You're what?
We're covered in snow.
Oh, we need Mike's weather update of the week.
Dude, come on. We're covered in snow. We got snowed on again.
Snowing out there in Illinois.
Snowy and icy and yep.
Okay.
Very nice. Looking to come back to SD in April again, maybe.
Oh yeah?
Hopefully.
I'm sure that'll be a good break from the Illinois
Was
weather.
last time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
So we're back. We had a 1 week hiatus. So here we are. We have actually kind of a long list this week. It's a lot of news stuff. A couple video parts came out. One thing Mike and I were just talking about before starting the show was some talk of Kader skating for Supreme. Which, if you're on Slap, that's I'm sure a lot of people have seen it there. His past couple Instagram clips, he's been wearing some Supreme shirts, and then he's actually up in SF right now, and he was at EMB yesterday, and Strobeck was there too. So I would imagine that they're filming something.
Yeah, there's some really funny Slap comments on there for sure.
Slap has its funny moments.
Yeah, it has its cringe. It has its fair share of cringe and its fair share of humor for sure.
I mean, it definitely just has like weird stuff on there too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like sometimes you're just like literally cringing at it. You're just like, why would somebody type this?
Yeah, definitely.
Like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? But then there's one that's like all the other Supreme kids are aging out of Bill's age range or some shit like that. And then there's one that was like, Bill's the type of dude to put a lit joint in Kader's mouth and take some B-roll footage.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about this, Mike? Do you think this is a big deal? Do you care?
No, I don't think it's either. I mean, I care. I think it's sick. I think it's I think it was kind of cooler that I shouldn't say cooler because I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I want to say, oh, it's super fucking cool, bro. But like when he was with Ruka in America, it seemed like he was a little bit more like stood out a little bit more to me. I think now it's kind of like he's I mean, he's a fucking kid, right? 16.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the trends and what he sees his peers wearing and doing is obviously going to be more influential than when he was fucking 13 years old hanging with Reynolds all day. You know what I mean? Like I get it. It's not like he's a 16-year-old kid. When you were 16 years old, like you just wanted to fucking be cool and shit too. Like I get it. But I think that him wearing Ruka was a good look for Ruka. Him wearing Supreme is an even better look for Supreme, right? Like because he's like huge, 16 years old, just turned pro. Yeah. Like,
yes.
I mean, shit. I mean, like as a skateboarder, right? Like, how are you ever rooting against him?
Yeah, and I think any company that can get Kader. I mean, I'm sure everybody wants a piece of Kader. Like we've said, he's so loved across the board as a skateboarder. Mm-hmm. He has personality, which is super cool. That can be something that's hard to translate as a skateboarder for certain people. And he does that super well. And yeah, so I'm sure everyone wants a piece of him, and it looks like Supreme is going to put him on. As far as Ruka, I know you brought that up. To me, pretty much when Kader first started coming up, he had this every single same sponsor as Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought that, of course, he's going to stay on a handful of the same sponsors as Reynolds forever, or for a long period of time. But from the beginning, I remember saying, like, I do not think that he's going to stay on every single sponsor forever. Like, he's probably going to end up being into a couple other things that are different from Reynolds sponsors.
For sure.
And that pretty much started with him leaving America.
Mm-hmm.
And now
I thought America was the number one thing. I didn't think that was going to last for sure.
Yeah, I didn't see him staying there. Vans makes more sense to me for him.
Mm-hmm.
And him leaving Ruka, it's like, here's my I think you said it good that I think Ruka was probably so hyped to have Kader on. And I think that, yeah, he fit on Ruka, but do I really see, like, if Kader wasn't skating for Ruka, would I see Kader going out and buying Ruka clothes or, like, really wanting to wear it? Probably not.
No.
I mean, he even had interviews where –
right?
What?
You'd probably be buying Supreme clothes, right?
Yeah, and wearing, like, thrift store pants or I don't know. Like, he had one of his first Jeckham interviews, I think it is. They asked him about, like, what do you do with your with like the money you get from Baker or something. And he just says, "Oh, I just want to go buy like hundreds of pairs of Dickies," and that's when he skated for Ruka. And it was just like, I don't know, it was just not that that's like a huge deal, but I just never really saw or like thought that Kader would really be somebody to go really want to support Ruka if he wasn't skating for them.
For sure, I could see that.
So I mean, it's not a huge surprise to me that if this is the case and he's moving on to Supreme.
I think that the only thing that I find kind of strange, I guess, or whatever, right, is like you never really hear about Supreme as this kind of brand that adds people, right? Or like oh, Kader's on the team now. It's always been like just a crew of New York dudes that
yeah, I mean, if you
for Supreme.
If you think like if you look at Rowan was just kind of like
totally agreed,
just in the mix.
Agreed.
You know, like he wasn't. There was never like Rowan's Welcome to Supreme.
Right now, he clearly. I mean, he had fucking footage and Blessed. Like it's.
Yeah.
You know.
So
what I mean?
No, you're right. I don't know.
I get it.
I would imagine, based off what I just said, of Kader being an SF at EMB and Strobeck being up there, that they're probably filming something. But I don't know how exactly they're going to do it. But
probably just the same way they did just slow-mo roll-ups and Kader doing dope-ass shit, right?
Yes, but I will say I'm excited. If this is the case, like Kader in whatever the next Supreme project is, which I'm sure like the next full Supreme project is a while away because Bless just came out.
Oh God, yeah. Let's be real here. Let's go.
Kader in whatever project that will be, I will be excited to see that.
I'm sure it's going to be. I mean, Bill makes like the best edits, dude. Like I
mean, he does
watch Hockey 3 and Hockey 2 and 3 all the time.
He in between Cherry and Bless, he did plenty of like shorter
Red Devil
YouTube things.
Fire.
Red Devil, Sickness.
Yeah, Sickness. That was another good. Fuck Fight.
What was Pussy Gangster? That was the
Pussy
one.
Gangster. That was funny. That was a funny one too.
That one was great.
Hearing you say pussy is kind of funny too. Say the name of that
the title.
Gangster.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll knock out a handful of like shorter things like that, or go on trips and film stuff before their next thing. So that's where we could
like to see more Nakel as soon as possible.
You want more knock footage?
Always, dude. I think he's the shit.
Yeah.
Him and TJ are my favorite ones over there for sure.
Dude,
I mean, other than Andrew Allen, does that count?
I
He's
don't know.
The best one.
Well, count as what?
Did you see Supreme selling his car, dude? Hockey selling his car and like a raffle ticket.
Oh, I heard about that. Was that on Instagram?
Hilarious. I don't know. I saw it on YouTube, but that is so funny to me, dude. The commercial is hilarious, dude. There's Andrew Allen just fucking trolling in like a bright green suit selling his fucking.
That's funny.
Dude, it's good. It's good humor, man. I love skating when it does stupid shit like that, you know?
Yeah, totally.
But I guess what it was is like for $100 you got a signed Andrew Allen board and like a rare fucking t-shirt or something. I forgot what it was. And then it like gave you and your homie pops in and pops out. I love when he does that because he has this look on his face like, oh fuck. And he goes back out. I think it's so funny. But no, what was I gonna say? What was I talking about? Oh, Andrew Allen. I think that's so funny, bro. Like I find it hilarious. I hope somebody really does win the car. I hope somebody like really like
someone gets a free car out of it.
Oh, I think it's so fucking. Oh yeah, what it was is that you got entered in a raffle to win the car. That's what it was.
Okay. Speaking of cars, I know this is like a little old now, but Louis Lopez getting a car at his shoe release party was so sick.
Awesome. I think
that's so cool. Yeah, I think we mentioned it, but I just thought of it right now. Speaking of cars,
yeah, I love that. I just think that Andrew Allen randomly selling his car is fucking hilarious, which is funny dude, too. Because if you do like, okay, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the deal that Hockey and him have with him selling his car or the profitability of it, right? Like, he could have just said, "Here, take this shit for $0." But if you think about it, there's a legitimate chance for this dude to make like 10 G's from his car. $100 a box, right?
Wait, what is the box? People are purchasing a box to get a raffle ticket?
Yeah, but it has a signed Andrew Allen board and then like a rare like
the t-shirt. Okay.
Yeah, t-shirt. I think it's by like an art like a fucking famous artist or something. Honestly I don't remember. Yeah. But yeah, so if you think about it, like I don't know how like the profits are split, but like he could genuinely make money off that car.
Yeah, he could.
That's funny, dude. That's funny to me.
It is kind of sick.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Speaking
Anyway.
of things, I know you just mentioned obviously the whole Andrew Allen thing, but just funny things like that in skating. This past few days, I've watched a few of the weekend skits, like the Slam Lot, the Goodfellas one, and then I watched the like baseball game, like Weekend versus Nike when they did a collab. It's so funny.
The Goodfellas one still like just
That
has
was my favorite. I always think
moments
whenever they show Austin smashing his.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I always think of you on the show because you always.
They couldn't have nailed my sense of humor better in one scene.
Dude, I love that.
Reviews our sponsor tapes, and it's literally just him smashing them with a fucking hammer. That's amazing.
So but I love obviously it's kind of like the climax, the whole thing, when they get out of the car, and then it's Jordan Taylor. It's like, the new guy, wheels side down. It's so funny. And they're just yelling at Sullivan. It's so funny.
Dude, do you follow, obviously you follow Gordo 2K, right?
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the post of him where they took the photo for that, Alice in Wonderland? Or what is it?
Oh, wait, that new board graphic?
Yeah, with the shoes, like with the red shoes or whatever, and it's literally him just like, fucking kidding. That's amazing, dude. Like, are you kidding, dude? Like,
it's
how much did that cost to make that board graphic? What, fucking $10?
I don't know. Those dudes are so funny.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
So rad.
It's hard. It's like not hard, but it's random for me to like them because they're so unlike shit that I typically would be like, oh, they're sick. But they fucking nail it. I mean, they shoot VX for one. I'm not really into that, and I know that that's what they do, and I'm completely fine with it and expecting it. Mm-hmm. I'm not really the biggest Yoan fan at all.
Just like you don't like his skating that much?
No, I think it's just not for me. I don't dislike it. I know that he's sick. Like, I know he's a good skateboarder. It's just like I don't get stoked like people do, you know. Like people.
Actually, we're talking about weekend. Did you watch they introduced 2 new amps this week?
No, who is it?
Oh,
I did see that. What am I talking about?
You watched it? Evan Wasser and
yeah. He has the same last name as one of my homies, so I had to like watch it just based off of that for some reason.
Caleb McClinney, that's the other dude. I was drawing a blank.
Isn't he like kind of like popular out there, the Caleb kid?
I don't know. I hadn't heard of him before this. I had never heard of Caleb, and I heard Evan Wasser's name, but I'd never seen him skate.
Yeah, he's sick. They're tight.
Dude, the intro video was super good. They both killed it. That dude, Caleb, he did that. It was like a grind with a little kink at the end, and then he had a gap over a curb, or like to a curb. It was like a little. It was almost like you were gonna land in the street real quick, and then there would be a curb, but he popped out over it. It was super sick.
You see, Quasi, dude, your boy.
Yes, Dick Rizzo and Josh Wilson.
That's fucking tight.
You're hyped on that?
Yeah, because that means that one, Quasi's doing good enough to put Turn 2 dudes pro, right? And now that means that Justin Henry's next, so I'm all good.
And Justin Henry is going to be next. So
he's so fucking good at skateboarding. Like, come on, dude. He's like like my new fucking Frankie. Like, come on, what are you doing? I mean, dude, he's the shit. He's the shit. He does tricks that I'm not like. I know he's gonna do it. I like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's the shit.
He's sick. I like watching.
He's like probably like top 3 favorite amps right now. John and Tanner and him probably.
Okay. That's a solid.
My homie, dude, Tag said the funniest shit to me. He randomly texted me. He goes, "Yo, does Tanner flip his board?" I'm sitting there looking back to myself. I'm like, how many flip tricks how many clips does he have where he flips his board? 2?
Yeah, no, it's actually, I was going to say this. Yesterday, we were there was a real demo, like skate jam thing for the Dan Mancina board release. And I was there with Tag, and Tanner Van Vark was destroying it. Like Jack Olson, Jack Olson and Brockle were going in. And Tag mentioned that to me. He's like, yeah, I was talking to Mike the other day, and I was like, there's not much footage of Tanner flipping his board, dude. And then I started thinking,
There's like none, bro. It's hilarious. I find that so funny that he's so good that you overlook shit like that.
Yeah,
you don't even care, right? I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't care. But I'm
Nope.
not really somebody in general that I don't know. I don't really notice things like that a ton.
I
Like,
for sure noticed stuff like that.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say that I don't notice anything like that, but like I had never thought that about Tanner Van Vark. Or
Me
one of
neither.
our
Not
homies
until
was
Tag
saying,
said something. I didn't even think about it.
one of our homies was like, Mason Silva doesn't skate switch. Like I've never watched Mason and thought that, but it's true.
That's
Mason
fine
never
with
skate
me.
switch.
Doesn't bother me even a little bit
I
either.
know, but have you noticed that?
Never.
Exactly. Like
Never.
I don't think about that.
I
Like I'll
think that
just watch.
Mason's bag of tricks is big enough where it's like you don't get bored either.
Yeah, I don't. He has
Not
so
even
much
a little. And
power.
it's so much. Yeah, dude, you just took the word right out of my mouth. And
I
it's so much
don't.
power that it's just like, okay, nothing looks lame.
Oh yeah, totally.
Mhm.
I don't think that like everybody needs. Like it's not on my criteria of like, oh, this dude's sick. Like he has to skate switch. Like I don't care.
Not even a little. It doesn't bother me one bit.
Now that we're talking about Tanner Van Vark, I'm trying to think of him skating switch. I can't think of. He did that switch wall ride in Chicago, but
Yeah, Chase
I'm
8.
not picturing like a ton of switch tricks. But I don't care about that. But dude, him yesterday at that real demo was insane.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Yo, did you get to see Dan measure out the fucking skating?
Yeah,
How cool, right?
it's pretty rad. It's so sick.
Insane. Yo, did you catch Nate's fucking Instagram story where he was spray painting the sticks?
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Love it.
So they
That's
did
so
like
rad.
I think he had like 8 sticks or something, and then there was like a blindfold challenge. Like people were trying tricks with the blindfold and the stick.
That sounds impossible.
And people were getting smoked,
Dude,
nearly getting smoked at least.
for
It
sure.
was
I
pretty
can only
gnarly.
imagine.
It was pretty gnarly. The video that they put out with it was like they're at the West LA courthouse, and Davis was with them, and Davis was trying or like did a tray flip, tried a couple with the with like a t-shirt or a blindfold. Was sick, and it was them skating at the courthouse, and you could see Dan like it was crazy. It makes sense the way with like using his stick, but he ollied up the stage way easier than it was for him even to like roll off the stage.
Dude, I know.
Which
I've
makes
seen
it so crazy to think about that he ollied that gap in his part.
Mhm.
That's psycho.
Dude, trust me, I've seen it in real life and I get it. Like like I seriously like stop skating just to like watch that shit.
It's amazing.
Mind blowing. Mind blowing. And the board looks so tight. Fucking Jim's message to him is hilarious. Literally laughed out loud to that. First of all, his name is spelled wrong on his phone, and that's just great in itself. Christian fucked it all up.
Dude, I'm hyped on it.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
rad. It was rad to watch it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what were we talking about next? We got Mike, you just watched part of this. Boo Johnson's grounded part.
Just cool. It was half of a part, in my opinion. It was like 7 minutes long, but 3 minutes of it was a skate part. And the other was some weird art project.
3 minutes is still a full part.
Yeah, you're right. But when you see the time tag, or when you see the time,
you were ready for like a 2-song hammer.
I was ready, right? Literally, that's what I was expecting. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that he is. I don't know. He's cool.
You're not that psyched on it.
No, not really. I just don't get really psyched on him. I think that he's obviously an excellent skateboarder.
Yeah.
Crooked Grind to the Kinks was super sick. The front double shove over the bump thing in Barcelona is awesome.
Double shove.
Yeah, he does a front one.
No, but I've never heard someone call it a double shove.
Why not?
I don't know, but it says front 3 shove.
Front 3 shove. What was it? What's the Jankum thing?
Shove
Shove him.
Shove them. What was I saying? Dude, no, I agree. I'm the crook. Okay,
Yeah.
I told you before you watched it, I was like, the ender's pretty crazy. And then he did it, and you're like, the crook? And I was like, yes, because if you think about it, obviously we see the craziest tricks go down kink rails these days.
Mm-hmm.
From feebles down quadruple kinks for Jamie Foy and whatever. But I don't think
Wilson.
Yes. Alex, a good one. You don't see too many like front truck, like crook or nose grinds through kinks. You really don't see that very often at all. Axel, yes.
Just do like a quadruple kink in a random OJ shit, even though we all thought he was on Spitfire.
Well, he was, and then he got on OJ. But dude, crook through that kink trail was pretty crazy. And he skated a lot
I
of notes
mean,
too. He had like a couple flat gap clips, and I feel like I mean everything. You never know how gnarly it is until you're there. But if like someone filming in a flat gap, it's probably huge.
I'm not gonna front, dude. I feel like all the guys that I just named that do that trick also through Kings, all have a better one than that ender.
A crook through a king?
Or like a nose grind over crook type thing that you were talking about on your front truck is basically what I was referring to.
Yeah.
Cole, Alec, and Axel, more Kings, way bigger rail.
The one booted looked pretty quick though. It was like flat quick and then down. I don't know. I thought it was gnarly.
It was sick, dude. I don't know. It was sick. I thought that like when he did hard flip back Smith in that DGK video was way more of a dope ass trick.
Was that in? Wait, hard flip back Smith was on the Future Nature, wasn't
Blood
it?
Money? Nah, Blood Money.
Well, he did one in Future Nature too. I don't remember the Blood Money one.
It happens.
It happens.
Marquis
okay,
Henry skates that like one like round red ledge. It's like downhill. This fucking front crick now they flipped it forward. That's fucking insane.
Oh, Marquise. Yeah, that is
fucking insane, dude.
So gnarly. What did Bobby Wars did something so sick on that?
I mean, he's Bobby fucking Wars. That guy only does sick shit.
Bobby's so tight.
Yeah, legend.
I love watching him skate.
For
Converse Con's dream spell. Just sent some of the dudes down to Mexico. Louis Lopez went off.
Was this the manual tray flip manual?
Yes.
What a crazy trick.
Yes.
Have you ever thought of trying that one? Shut the fuck up. It was like,
no, and the sickest thing about it is that like just the sound of that is like, oh, whatever. It's probably like some crazy, like too crazy looking of a manual to be cool. Mm-hmm. But the spot he did it at, and it being Louis Lopez, and the fact that he lands and does like that random quick 180 switch manny, and the way it was filmed, the whole thing.
Can't say I would have ever expected a manual tray flip manual out of Louis Lopez, probably ever.
No.
It was sick. It was sick. I also, Rainey's getting mad coverage lately, huh?
Yeah, I mean, ever since he's got on cons, they've been pushing.
For sure. I agree.
Which is rad.
Good for him, dude. I mean, I feel like anti-hero having a dude that's like getting coverage like that is not whack. That's not named Grant, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's been on one. And then that dude, his name's Cow. I'm not positive how you pronounce it. It's Kaue, Kawa Casa. He's been in like a lot of con. He's Brazilian. He's been in a bunch of con stuff recently though. Like they seem to be pushing him, and his footage was super good in his dream spell. There was like that quick. It was like a gap to shootout rail that was short and did like back nose grind 180. It was so sick. And Mike, I think
back nose grind 180. Oh yeah, got you.
And Mike, I think you posted that Louis did that 50 pop shove out like around the curve.
Wow. Tell me why it looked like he didn't care about that at all.
That looked like it was first try.
It looked like it was first try and really easy.
Dude, that I mean, that's similar to that spot.
Yeah,
it's similar to that spot in New York that people skate like that, and I can watch people like grind a rail like that forever. Like that looks so sick.
Even what's his face with a camera in his mouth.
Did Chase Webb do that?
Oh, it was.
it was Midler.
Yeah. I always forget his last. I don't know why. I always want to call him that little Alex guy, even though he's like a grown man now.
I don't know if I need the mouth GoPro angle, but it looks sick when people grind that rail.
Super straight on that.
Not even to just like try to hate on GoPro, but I just can't. Like, I don't like watching skateboarding filmed off a GoPro.
No, I don't watch POV skate footage ever.
I can't. But I'm just saying, in general, skateboarding filmed on a GoPro, I'm not that into it.
What about that clip where it's like the GoPro's attached to that dude's dog and he's following him around that park?
Oh, yeah, that's cooler.
That's gold.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Chris Ray, obviously, he's like a GoPro filmer dude, so he could make the GoPro look better than most other people can, probably. Like, I've seen Chris Ray do stuff on Instagram with the GoPro that I think is cool.
You're right.
But like when GoPro sends dudes on trips and they like film a full 3-minute thing on a GoPro, like I don't know. I just can't get into that.
I feel like Chris Ray does it like astronomically better than everyone else.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, that dude's a total fucking like camera nerd though, so it doesn't really surprise me that much.
And he works for them, so I'm sure he just knows how to get it perfect, basically.
Yeah, he's sick.
Justin Dreisen had a rough cut for his Huff 002 part.
He's badass. This Justin Dreisen dude's badass.
Yeah, you
He's
do sound like you're a fan of
badass.
him. I am too.
He's sick, dude.
And actually, earlier we were talking about like Tanner Van Vark. It doesn't have a ton of clips where he's flipping his board. Mason not skating switch a bunch. There was a lot of comments, I must say. Not that I agree with them, but saying like, "Oh, why isn't this dude skating handrails?" Like just because his rough cut, he doesn't skate any handrails. But
Okay.
like, I don't.
Don't
I'm
really
like, why does
care.
that matter?
Yeah,
Like this
I
dude is
mean,
skating the sickest random sidewalk spots.
yeah.
Like,
Like
who cares about him
really
skating a
crust.
handrail?
Extreme crust.
He's skating stuff that's hard to skate, doing crazy tricks. And the
Yeah, I'm
first
not
thing that
mad.
people come to their mind is, why isn't he skating a handrail? Like, that's stupid.
It's because the social media era has just like shoved it down your throat that you have to skate big rails to have a video part.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, there's certain dudes I'm down to watch skate a big handrail, and of course, it's
There's,
crazy.
there's certain dudes that I
But
want to watch skate rails, but there's also certain dudes that I want to watch flip their board, and there's certain dudes I want to watch manual their fucking.
I want to watch Justin Dreisen do crazy manuals and skate
Oh,
weird ledges on the sidewalk, or like find weird. I don't know. Like he just skates
I
sick
agree.
stuff.
I'm right there
Like
with
I
you, and I
don't
want to
care
watch
about
Kader
Justin
Van
Dreisen
Vark do
skating handrails.
fucking weird back bendy tricks and wall rides, and that's fine.
Yeah,
Totally
exactly.
okay with
Yeah.
that. You know,
He does
I'm
a
good.
back 180 fakie manual, fakie tray, and it is probably the sickest looking manual.
What is that? Say it again.
Back 180 to fakie manny,
Oh, that trick is fucked up
fakie
in
tray.
general. Oh
And
man.
it looked like, think about that. Your shoulders would want to just keep turning. Like you would think, oh,
Mhm.
he's gonna like fakie big
Yeah.
flip or something like that, which is still sick. But he stops his shoulders and fakie trays out, and it looks so
I'll
good.
tell you right now, that back 180 like switch nose manny is just no joke.
Yeah, that's yeah. If you have that one,
That's
you got
just
manuals.
yeah,
You're a
no
good
shit.
manualer.
No shit. That's like prime. That's like the I don't even know how to like give it an accurate like comparison to something
A
else,
top
but
tier manual.
it's a top tier manual for damn sure, dude. You're not fucking
It
around with that one.
really is. And if you're
And
fakie
it
tray flipping
looks
out,
so sick. Whoever does it,
oh,
it never looks lame.
that's a great
You know who
looking
does
trick.
it so tight is speaking of Bobby's fucking Bobby D.
BDK's got
He
him.
does insane ones, dude.
So sick. Oh man, that's a good trick.
Yeah, that's a fucked up one.
Chris Haslam's Sterling Golden part on
Oh
Thrasher.
jeez. Oh jeez. Oh
That's a good
jeez.
reaction. What do you
Bro,
think?
he's still better than everyone else, and people forgot that he even skates. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
He has no sponsors, right?
I think just like Indy and is he Bones maybe?
Okay. Oh yeah, he's definitely a Bones guy for sure.
And he's just started his new board company.
Interesting. Wow.
Have you listened to his 9 Club yet? Not
No,
to
I
get off
haven't.
topic from this.
No, I
Okay, so
haven't.
I've watched maybe like an hour of it or something.
It's more than an hour?
And it's 2.5, I think.
Oh god, it's too much.
And I think they get into more about like his brand and talk about it more, but I haven't got there yet. But I'm interested to hear what he has to say about starting a brand and kind of what they ask him about it.
Seems like fucking tiresome.
Yeah, I mean, it's everyone has said it that it's crazy to start a company, but
At the same time, though, it's all just like based off of audience, right?
yeah, totally. And what
It's not
your
like it was
expectation is
before.
going into it.
Yeah, it's not like how it was like with growing up with me, where it was like there was these like solidified brands that were like pretty much the only ones the shop carried, kind of shit. And now it's like there's more of small brands sometimes than there is the big brands now,
Yeah.
which is
And I mean,
crazy.
it's been said plenty of times that it's a lot easier to start a board brand now than it was
I could see that
back
being big
then.
for sure.
Um, so yeah, I mean, we'll see what comes of that. But as far as his part, I know you had a good reaction to it. That you sound pretty hyped.
Dude, it's wild, man.
They
It looks
talk
like
about it on the nightclub that really he's doing tricks that, of course, we've never seen.
a
And
bunch
I
of
don't
them.
even know how he thinks of them.
Yeah.
Like he does that crook like and pops and like kicks his foot under his board to make it like heel flip. I don't even know what to say.
Do you think that the circus tricks that he do look lame? Because I think that there's certain dudes, Richie Jackson, that do circus tricks that I think are kind of like stupid looking.
I don't know. I mean, it depends. Like, there's. I'm not gonna say that I'm like psyched on every clip in that part. Like, there
Mm.
was some. There was. I don't even.
What about
It's
the
so
one where
hard.
he like jams in his wheels and spins the bitch around and then comes out on that rail?
Uh, oh, that was crazy.
What?
That
What?
that was crazy.
How do
Yeah,
you
if you're
aim
gonna
your
do like a
board to do
circus
that,
trick, like that one was insane. Because yeah,
dude?
how do you do that?
How do you set up for that?
I did love. He had 3 clips on that bank spot in Barcelona.
Oh, that spot! It just looks like gold, man.
He he did feeble to Barley to feeble to fakie. And then he did that crazy like front board and he like just like
Like,
floated and went to lip slide. Like those
man,
were so sick.
man,
I love
I hear
those.
you. That's like
Um,
straight up. He just did like cheese and cracker shit on that bank.
dude, he killed it. And that it's rad because that's a spot we've seen forever, but no one's done those tricks. That's
Two
for sure.
two very very good clips already in 2 months. Him and Cookie.
What did Cookie do on it?
The feeble revert sick thingy majig.
No, that's a different spot.
I thought that's the one that Haslam did it on too.
No, Haslam did it on the one that's like it's pretty low. Like it's only like a couple feet
Oh,
and
I'm
it looks
tripping.
like it's like granite or something.
Yeah.
The one Cookie skated like got bigger.
Oh, you're definitely right. Yeah, I
And
guess
Cookie like landed into a bank. Chris's just stays like a bank like this. The one Cookie skated is like this.
yeah, it goes off to like a
I don't
little.
know how my hands are like mirroring, so I feel like this
No, I
isn't
get what
working.
you're
But
saying. Your hands look fucking long, like witch hands. Sure, cauldron.
Oh man. Yeah. What else do we got?
I don't know, a bunch of shit. Oh wait, there was one thing that I was sick that we didn't talk about.
What?
Ah, fuck, I forgot. I was gonna bring it up when we were talking about the Quasi dudes. It was like another like news thing. I don't know, but did you watch the OJ thing with Joe and Fabiana Delfino?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea that came out.
Joe snaps. I only noticed it because it says my friend's name in the title.
But what is that? Is that's not on Thrasher?
No, here I'll link you to it. Or
It's on OJ's YouTube or something.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that came out.
Okay, wheels. I don't think they market themselves very good. Let's be real.
But let's hear it. So Joe Malazzo, what do you do?
Snaps, dude. Fucking snaps. Here, I'll show it to you right now. Joe is the man, dude. I'm telling you, he's gonna snap this year, bro. Just wait.
Who does it? He's on Death Wish.
Death Wish, Vance, Ruka, and OJ, and Indy.
Okay.
And
well, they're working. Were you saying that they're going to do like another Death Wish thing that he's going to be a part of or
Death
something?
Wish Part 3.
Okay. Sick.
Dude,
well, I'm sure that's where we'll see a good amount of footage.
Oh yeah, just wait. It'll be
some high quality footage, regardless of how much. If it's in the Death Wish thing, I'm sure it's going to be his hammers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's literally what all his best footage is being saved for. I'm assuming because, like, dude, just wait till you see this edit. This is a typical session for him. Like, he literally gets tricks like this. Like, just
is this OJ thing like them at a skate park or like what is it?
It's them like with a fucking ramp, and they just take it all around fucking LA, and they just like skate different spots like with this.
Oh,
ramp.
okay.
You'll think it's sick, I promise. It's like a really cool idea, especially if they keep like the little video series.
That's like what
actually a rad idea.
Polar's done that.
Yes, they have.
The Manhattan Days, and then they did like a LA one when they collabed with Cons. Yeah. And they would just take like a grate, like a metal grate thing and a launch ramp and a bank and just go around spot to spot.
Yeah, it's literally just them with like a dolly pushing around a ramp and like getting up some stairs, down some stairs, over a bump to ledge, bump to rail. Like, it's tight.
It is cool to think like the amount, just like the way you could change spots with bringing something like that.
Easily,
and see
especially
how
like rails, dude. Like, or like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
for
like,
sure.
Like that. That's like,
yeah, if you have a bump up to next to it, you get onto a lot more rails are skatable.
Exactly.
Mike, do you think Raven Trichet is going to be on Nike?
I don't know. I think that would be so cool.
You think so?
Because
since he left Lakai, he's been wearing Nikes. And this week on Instagram, there's a clip of him and I think a photo of him skating a pool or a bowl or something. And he actually had a Nike sticker on his board.
I hope he gets on Nike. I'm not even
which
gonna front.
makes me believe that they would be adding him.
That's sick to me. I think that's a good look for both parties involved.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What? Why? What do you think is sick about it?
First
Not
of all,
that
I
I'm
love Raven. I
disagreeing,
think Raven's the shit. And I also
but
think that Nike getting a dude that's like kind of like a known like badass, I think is sick. Not like some
yeah,
street league dude, you know?
that is cool. Yeah.
I think that's rad. I think it gives him more as fucking lame as it is to say like street cred. You know what I mean? They got Raven, they got Grant.
Switch
Like these
it up a
dudes are
little bit.
sick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think he's basically been skating in dunks. I think that's also a good look.
Those are literally my two favorite transition skaters too. So if there's video projects of both of them like at the same
GT
time,
and Raven.
fucking awesome.
Dude, and they could have Dawn in there too.
Yeah, no shit. Good point. Wow. Didn't even think about that.
Or they could toss Oski
Might
in
as
the
well
mix.
just move his ass over to the 1-8 too, man. Fuck it.
Dude, they should do a thing with Dawn, GT, Oski.
Oh
Raven.
my god. That's 1 million views right there. I'm watching that 1 million times.
That would be sick.
That would be fucked up.
They should do that.
That sounds like really, really heavy shit.
I love watching Oski skate. That
Shit, fucking
sick.
put Donovan in there too, man. He can kill a bull.
Donovan, yep.
That backsmith scraper, dude, he's got a good one.
He has such good style. He's so sick.
Can you hold a backsmith?
No.
Not at all.
Donovan can though.
Dude, he holds that shit like around corners like with ease.
He does it on the pool corner at Beebles Park. So sick on
easily.
Instagram.
It looked like it didn't take very many tries, if any. Like,
no.
You know what I mean?
That was probably just first go cruising around.
At all. Like I came back Smith stall, no problem.
That's funny. Gridlock episode 2 on Thrasher.
KB.
Bunch of SF footage.
KB.
Your boy Kevin Braun.
Sick.
One of Mike's favorites.
Yeah, fuck yeah. My new favorite pro, right? Him and Glick.
Is he?
Glick.
Really? Those are your two favorite pros?
No, my new favorite pros, man. My favorite pro is like.
Well, you should say your favorite new pro then, not your new favorite pro.
Oh yeah, my bad. Favorite new pro. You're right. Little terminology mix up.
I'm just saying.
I was gonna say my favorite pro is for sure like 40.
Who?
Muska, man. Come on.
Yeah, no. I mean, I figured you would say Muska, but I was thinking maybe you'd say someone else.
You know what's funny is in the Skatefully Instagram, somebody that commented like, "Yo, what movie, what horror movie was Jim in?" And I was like offended. I was like, "Come on, man."
Oh, I did see that.
Know that shit, dude.
The dude that commented that is like an OG San Diego skater. He's so
sick.
Awesome.
That's
so sick.
I was like, "Come on, man." See that,
Ryan. Shouts to Gabe. That dude's so sick.
Yeah, good. Yeah, shout out to him. That was a funny ass comment. I was like, "Oh, come on,
man." So let's talk about this gridlock thing, though. Kevin Braun, Jack Curtin. I was psyched on Jack Curtin in this.
Yeah, those
he had some sick. He had 2 manual clips that are like in front of a house. I mean, SF's a lot of house spots, but that were so sick. Half cap flip nose Manny 180.
That's insane. That's insane.
Super.
Yeah, both of those dudes you just mentioned, like I'll watch video projects with those dudes, no problem.
Skate Metal keeps adding Jack to the team.
That's so funny to me. Why is Skate Metal such like a troll company? Like it's just so fucking goofy.
The funniest one to me was the other day they posted him in this welcome to the team again, and it was him at Double Rock, and they hashtagged the tricks he did, but they were acting like he was goofy. Like he did a nollie heel no slide or nollie something like that, and they said it was fakey. They're like fakey heel tail slide, and then he did a kick flip, they're like hashtag switch flip or something. Like welcome to the team, and then just acting like he's the other stance.
Man, that's so fucking stupid.
They're the only company that can get away with that stuff. Though.
I love it, man. I mean, Weekend could probably do it too.
Yeah. I mean, there's other like goofy companies, but I don't know that type of stuff is what you like expect Stabba to be doing.
He's great. He's awesome.
So funny, dude.
Don't listen to Wayne. No, I'm just kidding. Listen to Lil Wayne.
What's that from?
1 in a Million.
Oh, have you ever watched? It's supposed to be like an interview of Erica Yeri interviewing Stabba, and it just turns into Stabba interviewing Stabba.
yes.
It is so funny.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They'll just cut him like sitting in the other chair and stuff.
She was so sick, man. I miss Erica.
She had a lot of sick interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Weekend Buzz was always tight.
I agree.
Actually, speaking of Weekend Buzz, not that it's Weekend Buzz, but Robert Brink started his new show. They did it live and filmed it last night.
Did you go?
I didn't.
It's so it's like
I
a
want to
definitely
go. What?
interesting idea.
Yeah, it's cool that it's like an event like that people can
Hmm.
go. I told him I want to go to one in the future, but I just wasn't able to make it to last night's. I went to that real thing, and then we were skating, and it was like kind of a little far out from where I am to get to that. So I was like, I'm gonna make it out to another one for sure. I want to go. I think it'd be sick to sit there and just watch that go down.
Yeah, I think that the girls that he had on, I kind of like I'm not really that interested in hearing about anyway. So I think that if they were to do a different one with like maybe somebody I'm more, I guess, interested in, I think that'd be sick. But I don't know. I just don't know like what I want to learn from them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it and listen to what they have to
I'm
say.
for sure gonna have to watch it and listen to it for sure, no doubt. Just because I want to see like the layout and like the platform more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Yeah,
idea is fucking sick, dude, for sure.
yeah, it's rad. I like that it's live and people can get a
They
ticket and
can
go
play,
hang
right?
out.
And can't you
What?
like kind of put your like can't you like comment and like have an input on like how like the direction of what's shit's going
I
on?
don't know. I'm
Oh,
not
okay,
sure.
maybe I'm mistaken.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that, and I'm excited to see maybe like how he goes about of like who his guests are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Weekend Buzz was always pretty much
Skateboarders.
pros, like upcoming AMs or like industry people, like filmers or something like that.
Yeah.
So we already started this one off like with a little different of a of guests in
Chicks.
terms
Yeah.
of who was on the show. So we'll see where it goes.
Some
Congrats to him, though. I'm
what
psyched
I'm
to see
looking
it.
for influencers.
Yeah. James Cap's homage part for Lakai. Mike, you were saying you weren't able to check this one out?
No, I didn't see. I saw this on your list, and was this just on Thrasher?
I think it's just on their site. I don't know
Gotcha.
if it's on their YouTube. I don't
Sometimes I
remember.
overlook this stuff because I
It
spend
might
a
be
little
on
bit too
YouTube.
much time on YouTube sometimes.
I might be on the YouTube. I don't remember. But anyway, James Cap's obviously someone heard the name forever. Seen him skate like on Instagram and stuff.
Hmm.
And I think he had clips what in the flare or something. But I'm not like before this part. If you're like, how does James Cap skate or like what tricks does he do a lot or something? I would have been like, I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
think it's on YouTube. I think it's only on
so
their site.
oh yeah, I was just hyped to get a little more familiar with his skating. It was a really sick part, actually. I enjoyed it. There was really cool the way it was edited with pretty much all the Lakai dudes had guest tricks in there, which I always think is tight.
Who was in
Especially
there?
with Stevie Perez was in it. I think Manchild probably had a trick.
He's so sick.
And
I think
Simon.
Child is rad.
Yeah, Manchild. Yeah, you do sound most fired up on him out of like their current
For sure.
girl Lakai dudes that
That's
they're
accurate.
pushing. As far as girl dudes, I'm most hyped on Niels for sure. He's so sick.
The big spin dude.
And Griffin though, Griffin. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Manchild, but Griffin and Niels, like I've been hyped on them.
I think Griffin is probably like the best skateboarder out of them. But I think that I think Manchild is just the sickest one.
Manchild definitely. I mean, earlier we were talking about Kader and how he gets his personality across in videos, and Manchild is for sure one of those people.
Yeah, Manchild's got a lot more power than people give him credit for, I think.
Yeah,
I think
I could
so.
see that. I could see that. Towards the end of this part, it's one of the last clips. James Caps. I don't know the name of the school, but the way a lot of people, tons of people skated it. Lewis, I think Lewis skated it, but P-Rod and me, myself, and I switch flips over a handrail. It's a schoolyard. It has like a yellow wall up next to it that has like maybe a flower or something painted on it. He switch flips over the rail. There's a bank at the bottom, and he clears the bank.
Damn.
And James Caps wallies off that wall over the handrail.
Oh, I saw that.
Dude, it was buck.
I saw that on Instagram. Holy shit. What a weird, like, again, like we brought up this point earlier. Like, what a weird approach.
Yeah, what I was saying, like a couple homies and I were talking about that part. I was like, it's sick because that spot has been skated for years, and we've never seen someone skate it like that, which is always rad.
I think that's the best part about it is that it's been skated for so long and no one has.
Yeah, exactly. And he actually skated another pretty popular spot that's here in LA. It's like two banks, and people skate it. You gap over the stairs, like bank to bank. And he went like up from the driveway and kick flipped straight. There's like a tall guardrail, kicked over the guardrail, landed on the sidewalk. which again was sick. Like skated it differently than most people have been skating that spot, which was super rad. So he killed it. That part was put together super well.
Yeah.
So
what was your favorite thing of the week, dude?
Favorite thing of the week? I would say actually the Justin Dryson's rough cut.
Yeah, that was fucking sick.
I just love watching the process behind those tricks he was doing and the spots. I just thought it was super sick.
I was not expecting you to say that, but that's rad.
Yeah, I was hyped on it. What about you?
Dan.
Yeah, Dan Mancina. Great choice.
Yeah, he's too sick, bro.
So sick. It's crazy to watch in person. I mean, Mike, I know you've said this, and now that I've seen him in person, I agree that if anyone ever has a chance, if there's some sort of demo or he's doing something in your town,
you have to.
You should go check it out for sure.
We're trying very hard to get him on the show. That's actually why we didn't have a show last week. It's because we were trying to figure out a time that would get him on here. I guess he's just super crazy busy with like everything going on in school and everything. So bear with us. He'll be on here as soon as possible, and we'll talk about all kinds of cool shit. I know I have questions for him, just based on practicality of skating. Just I want to know how he does certain shit.
Yeah,
how he catches his board is one of my main things.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was touching on when we talked about his part that released was just everything. Everything is crazy, but flipping your board without being able to see your board
is so crazy.
I can't even imagine.
And it's not like that he does when he flips his board. It's not like he does that bullshit where he like lets the ground catch it for him. Do you know what I mean?
No, he really pops the board and does a flip trick.
Like
I saw him do a switch heel yesterday on flat, like a good switch heel.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not like when you skate a bank and you do a flip trick, that's not the way it works. You know what I mean? Like you can't let the bank catch it for you or you're gonna get smoked.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I think that's one thing that blows my mind. Another thing, and my main thing right now is how the fuck does he watch skate videos? How does he learn new tricks? How does he get new ideas?
Just builds off of what he saw when he was able to watch skate videos.
Crazy. Does that not blow your fucking mind?
It's pretty wild, yes. It is crazy. It totally is.
That's how big his skill set is, though. Right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I love talking about this, but I also am just like excited to hear whenever the time comes that we're able to chat with him about it. I'm psyched to hear how he thinks about it.
I can't wait. It's bound to happen. We'll get him lined up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. One last thing before we wrap this up. One other news topic we have to mention. Tyson Peterson has been skating some blank boards.
Where do you think he's going, bro?
I think he's going to Baker.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Because he makes perfect sense on Baker. He's on Shake Junt.
Vans.
And he makes perfect sense on Baker. He just would be so sick on Baker.
Dude, that's like a clear win. That's the winner for me.
I would love to see him.
Even maybe Death Wish. That's fine too. Totally
just
fine.
Just somewhere in that camp.
Yeah, it's like I could see his name on either one of those brands.
Yeah.
Totally. Do you know what I mean? Like completely fitting. Like I would prefer to see his name in the red fucking Baker logo or Baker font personally, but that's just me.
You know what's cool? If you think about someone like skating for Baker, it's so easy to picture most names like in that font. Like you could picture a board that says Tyson.
Yeah, for sure.
A red Baker with the block.
The Kader one was just so easy. You're like, oh,
yeah.
Sick. Rowan, another sick one.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they brought Alyssa
so we'll see what happens. There's been no announcement of him off Element. If you go on his Instagram, he still has Element in his bio. So, I mean, you can make the case that he's sampling a shape or something.
I don't believe so.
I think he's headed out some point in the future.
From what I've been told or heard or whatever the fuck, I heard that a lot of those Element dudes are leaving. Mason started the whole thing, and now supposedly Tyson and Evan are on the way out as well.
I was surprised to see the other day they posted, or Nick Garcia posted, like it was a new series and the only boards he posted, there was only two, and it was Evan and Appleyard. So
I mean, Appleyard ain't going nowhere.
Oh no, I don't think Appleyard's leaving, but I was just like, oh well, there's still like Evan isn't going to leave next week if this new graphic just came out, probably.
Good point.
So I mean, we don't know the timeline, but yes, there's definitely people mentioning that Evan and Tyson are both going to leave, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's all we got.
That's it, huh? Seems like we
That's
talked
it.
about 1,000 different things.
We did talk about a lot.
That's cool though. It's funny how this show works. How like we could jam 1,000 topics into an hour, or we could sit there and talk about 4 things.
Yeah,
Depending on who the 4 things are, right?
exactly. Depending on what that week was like, what those topics are. But that's it. We will be back with 189 next week. Thank
Tag
you
us
guys
some
for
shit you
listening.
want us to talk about.
Hit us up. We'll
It
talk
helps.
about it. We'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.